Thank you, Chair. Now, this is an important directive, which many of us thought would not see come to fruition before the end of this mandate. I am therefore very pleased to be here speaking in advance of the final vote. I would like to thank all colleagues who worked extremely hard to get us to this point. This enforcement directive was proposed to deal with problems which had arisen from the original directive. These included insufficient cooperation between home and host member state, difficulties in establishing whether a posting is genuine, lack of sufficient information for workers or posting companies for that matter on rights and obligations, and inadequate sanctions for fraud and abuse. This directive looks at each of these problems and proposes measures to improve the current situation. All through this process we have been trying to find a balance between protecting posted workers and maintaining and developing the EU's single market in services. This has been a difficult task, but I think the majority of colleagues would agree that we have achieved this aim. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it will significantly improve the current landscape. For example, the list of indicative criteria will assist authorities to establish when a posting is genuine and to catch out letterbox companies. A single national website will provide information to both companies and workers. Cooperation between home and host member states will be assured and will become central to the smooth operation of this system. Member states will be allowed to put in place control measures, but protectionism which damages the single market will be prevented through the justified and proportionate requirement and also the information obligation to the Commission. These safeguards are welcomed. Member states will be allowed to introduce or maintain systems of joint and several liability in subcontracting chains, but they will also be allowed to take other measures instead. This flexibility recognises differences in member states' legal systems and stops the heavy-handed, potentially damaging approach of imposing liability on all contractors in all sectors for the whole of the subcontracting chain. This would have discouraged postings, discouraged contractors from using subcontractors and damaged the single market. So this is a very important compromise. The aim of this directive is to tackle fraud, abuse and unfair competition, but it is also about protecting those companies and workers who comply with the rules. So if you are in favour of clearer rules, legal certainty and better enforcement, then please support the trilogue outcome tomorrow and vote against all of the amendments.